All right, folks, so Strava just rolled out a brand new feature for subscribers where you'll be able to add custom waypoints when you're building your route. So these are going to be custom points of interest like rest stops, aid stations, restrooms, food drops, meetup points, or really anything else that's significant that you need to know about on your ride and your run. Even bakeries, of course, which are super important for all those carbs. But not only that, these custom waypoints will also transfer over to your compatible Garmin device that supports their Up-Ahead Navigation feature. So what will happen here is that when you use a route from Strava that has these custom waypoints, these will show up as a list of upcoming points of interest with a distance to those waypoints, so you know exactly how long it's going to be to get to that bakery. And Garmin's Up-Ahead Navigation feature is a really great feature when building routes, not only for just going out for a long bike ride or run, where you can put in stuff like important course points, meetup spots with friends, or maybe even scenic lookouts that you want to make sure not to miss, but also can be an incredible feature for event organizers, like let's say for ultras or long distance gravel rides, where you can mark aid stations, water drops, or important turns, and then build that into your route that your participants can then download to have on their device so they're aware and also know the distance to those next points. All right, so for how this all works, you'll first want to go ahead and head on over to Strava on your web browser, and you also need to be a Strava subscriber to use this feature. And then just go to the dashboard dropdown and then just go ahead and choose routes. And then from here, let's just go ahead and create a new route just by clicking and plotting out our route. Now, at any time here with a new course point, you can actually just right click on that point and make that a custom waypoint by clicking on customize. Let's just go ahead and give this waypoint a name. So let's just go ahead and call this one coffee, and then also add an emoji. And then we're going to choose from the dropdown list of the type of waypoint that it actually is. And they actually do have coffee as a type of waypoint, so kudos for coffee. And then from here, we can just go ahead and continue building our route as we normally would and just adding a waypoint whenever we want to. So like here, let's just go ahead and add another waypoint so we can make sure to check out these alien cell phones. And Strava also has some photos from other users on the map that may have some other interesting things to look at. So right here, we can just go ahead and click on route to here and it'll route to that spot and add another waypoint. So we can just go ahead and call this one wildlife. And let's say this is going to be a really long ride where we actually want to do a water drop beforehand. So right here, we can just go ahead and add another waypoint so we can make sure to be alerted not to miss that water drop and basically rinse and repeat. Now, what is nice about this feature too is that you can even search for specific points of interest to be added to the route as a custom waypoint. So if we head on over here and click on add waypoint, up pops a search dialog where we can enter in, like, let's say a bike shop, a brewery, or in our case, a bakery. And once we choose that, it just automatically adds that to the route and routes to that location and adds it as a waypoint. And then if we head on over to the left-hand side again, there's also a complete list of waypoints here, including both your custom waypoints as well as the waypoints that are automatically created from Strava, like turns. And then you can go ahead and delete and reorder any of these as you wish. And then from there, just go ahead and finish out your route and save it. And also make sure that it's favorited with the star, which gets us to the Garmin portion of it, which you'll need to have your Garmin and Strava accounts linked for this to work. So now, since that route is favorited in your Strava account, it should just automatically show up in your list of courses in your Garmin Connect account. And all we need to do now is just send that course to our compatible Garmin device. So now when we go to start our activity, we'll just go ahead and press the middle button here on the start screen, which gets us to the activity settings, and then we'll head to navigation, then to courses, and then just go ahead and choose that route. And then on the Edge 840 as well as similar Garmin Edge devices, it should just automatically show up in your navigation menu as the last added route. And what happens here now on compatible Garmin devices is that if we scroll down a few data pages, there's just basically this up-ahead data page that appears when we have custom waypoints. And then same thing goes for compatible Garmin Edge devices, where if we keep on scrolling, we should see an up-ahead data page. And once we actually get rolling, what you'll also notice here too is that we get a distance countdown to those next waypoints that are coming up. So we know exactly how long it's going to be to get to that coffee. And then as we approach a waypoint, an alert should just pop up on your device letting you know that you've arrived at that specific spot. And then what you may also notice here too is that it does have support for a lot of different emojis, so you can kind of go nuts customizing these to your liking. But this is basically just a very convenient way of building routes within Strava with a lot more information that can just get automatically transferred over to your compatible Garmin device. And this is not only great for all of us just building our normal routes, but also a really useful tool for race event organizers. Oh, and by the way, you can always go ahead and edit any course at any time and add or delete waypoints as you wish, and these will just automatically get updated in your Garmin Connect account on the next sync. Now, this doesn't necessarily work the other way around though, so you won't be able to directly edit any Strava routes that are automatically synced in your Garmin Connect account. So to add or edit waypoints within Garmin Connect, you'll actually need to duplicate the course, which creates a brand new course, and these won't get synced back over to your Strava account manually. Now, the Up-Ahead feature already did exist if you built your route in Garmin Connect, where you could add custom waypoints, but Strava's route builder is arguably a little bit more preferable since it leverages data not only from Garmin users, but anyone else that uses Strava, regardless of whatever kind of device that they have. Plus, they have some of those other neat features like photos on the map that other users have uploaded, which may be of interest to you. And at the moment, you can only add these custom waypoints from Strava on your web browser, so you won't be able to add these custom waypoints from the Strava app on your phone. Actually, you can't even view the custom waypoints at the moment on the Strava app, which I think would just be kind of cool if they would at least display them. Anyhow, that's just a quick video I wanted to do about the new custom waypoints feature in Strava and how that works with Garmin's Up-Ahead feature. And if you found the information in this video useful, do me a favor and quickly hit that like button down below. And if you have any questions about it that I didn't cover in this video, feel free to drop those down in the comments section down below as well. In the meantime, happy running, happy riding, and we will see you in the next video.